Going on, world? Be back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everyone who support the platform. Much love, much love, much love. Salute to everyone that's in the building right now. If y'all are here and y'all can hear me, do me a favor, drop a one in the chat. Do me a favor, drop a one in the chat. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly out there so we can get right into today's show. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly so we can get right into today's show. Just drop a one if y'all out there, y'all. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. Okay. I'm glad you guys can hear me. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Salute to everyone that's in the building. And of course, hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Of course, we are back right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I'm y'all host, DS1 Ross. Of course, I appreciate all the love and the support. Salute to everyone that's in the building. Salute. Man, we got another great show lined up for you guys this afternoon. So do me a favor, smash that like button. If you are in the building, smash that like button. If you are in the building, salute to all the visionaries, man. Welcome back to all my new supporters. Welcome back to the show. I appreciate everyone. And of course, salute to the lovely lady mods that are in the building. Let's shout everyone out. And then we're going to get right into today's show. But make sure you guys support the show. Make sure you guys support the show. Let's try to reach the goal. Let's try to reach the goal. As y'all can see, if y'all would like for me to extend the show, let's reach the goal. Salute to everyone that's in the building. Shout out to Mind Ballroom. What's good, Mind Ballroom? Salute. Shout out to Mark McJoy in the building. Peace, Mark. Salute to you. Shout out to the Cynical one in the building. Hey, Cynical, welcome back. I appreciate you, sis. One of my lovely lady moms that always come through and hold it down. Shout out to the Cynical one. Shout out to my man Astral in the building. What up, Astral? Salute. Paris Young. What's up, Paris? Peace. Shout out to my brother, Mr. Sutton in the building. Salute, my brother. Salute. What up, Floyd? City Boy Floyd in the building. Salute, my brother. Salute. What up, Raj? Salute to Raj Will in the building. Salute, my brother. Shout out to Cuzzo in the building. Salute. Shout out to my man, Arta War. What's good, Arta War? Salute. Shout out to Miss Classy Creole in the building. Hey, Miss Classy Creole. Shout out to you, sis. Great to see you. One of my lovely lady moms that always come through and hold it down. Shout out to you, sis. I appreciate you. Shout out to Miss L'Oreal in the building. Great to see you back, sis. Another one of my lovely lady mods that always come through and make sure everything is going down the correct way over here. Shout out to the lovely lady mods in the building. Good to see you, Miss L'Oreal. Let's see who else is in the building. Shout out to D's. What up, D's? What's good, bro? Maintaining, man. Maintaining. Just grinding and maintaining, you know. What's up, Queen Shay? Good to see you, Queen Shay. Mel Saint in the building. What up, Mel? Salute. Man, shout out to everyone that's in the building, man. Y'all see the show. Oh, yeah, we have to talk about this. We have to talk about this. Elon Musk warns of an impending economic crisis in America. Yes, things are getting ready to get a little tough. Things are getting ready to get a little rough. What's up, Ware? Salute. Good to see you, Ware. Me maintaining. How are you? Things are getting ready to get a little rough, y'all. And let's think about it. Again, let's take this. Well, let's say not take it, but let's look at it from a business perspective, right? Let's look at it from a business perspective. How do you fix an economy? Or how do you fix a failing business? You have to come in, you have to stop how things were going, right? And figure out what will be the new operating system of the business. If we're not going to operate it like this anymore because it wasn't working this way, the business was actually failing, right? What up, Narf? I appreciate that, right? What we have to do is after we stop operations, pause things, because this is what they just done. We now have to figure out how are we going to move from here on out? What is it that we're going to do? How are we going to do it? And the way that you do this is you have to start from the beginning. You have to totally reroute and rewire and reconfigure this operating system. Every business has a system on how it works. And as we know, as Americans, our system has been jacked up for a long time. Let's just be honest. The system has been jacked up for a long time. A lot of different aspects of the system, different facets of the system has been messed up. The medical system, the banking system, the political system within itself, food and agriculture. A lot of parts of our system is damaged severely. The military. A lot of parts of the system is damaged. So how are we going to repair this? And then what are we going to do from here on out? So if we want the economic system to change, right? We are going to have to suffer a little bit. We're going to have to suffer a little bit. Things are going to get a little tight. You see? And we're going to just have to be able to adjust our living conditions to this. Just like we had to adjust our living conditions during the pandemic. You see? We're going to have to adjust our finances and our living situation according to what's going on or what's getting ready to happen. Hey, Miss Camille, good to see you, love. Shout out to you. Another one of my lovely lady mods that always come through and hold it down. Great to see you. I appreciate you. Right? And what I think is going to happen is a lot of people, they're not going to like it. They're not going to like it. Oh, look, I told y'all Trump was going to do this to us. Oh, I told y'all this. Look at what's going on now. See, what we have to understand as Americans is that we've been spoiled. We've been spoiled in this country. See, y'all have to remember we are a first world country. Homeless people in America live better than people who have homes in third world countries. Do y'all understand this? And this is not to glorify being homeless. This is just a known fact. A homeless person that lives in New York City and Times Square in Manhattan, he's living and eating better than a person that lives in a third world country that is not homeless. The garbage that the homeless people pick in and dig through. Do y'all understand my point? And I'm not saying for us to get ready to be homeless and to be comfortable with that. I'm not saying that. I'm just making a point. That even with all of the BS that's been going on in this country, we're still spoiled. We are still used to this luxury way of living. We don't know how to just live with what we need. And we enjoy what we want every once in a while. But we even keep that on a budget. A lot of people's budget is higher than most people's income. Do y'all understand this? Things are getting ready to get rough. Salute to Old Head TV. Sheikh Ba says, hello, I'm from Mali, West Africa. Shout out to Mali. How you doing? Astro says, I think Trump gonna do mass military draft for men that are not in school and working important jobs. Never thought about that. Good point, Astro. If Trump gets a third term, they'll see the benefits of the storm of the second term blamed the Democrats. Yeah. But y'all see where I'm going with this? If we want our country to become a superpower once again, there's going to be a level of sacrifice from the American people. And that sacrifice is going to be that luxury living. That luxury living. What I mean by luxury living is the spending of unnecessary things. And I'm sitting here saying this, right, with a $50 New York fitted on, a polo shirt, right, Ralph Lauren. But I understand that what's coming, this gonna have to be from Walmart. Ain't gonna be no more $50 hats. You see? Because is it important for me to have a $50 fitted hat? Is it really important that I wear Ralph Lauren? Yeah, I like it. I'm from Brooklyn. That's That's part of New York culture. Dress in a certain way. You see? But I have a child. I have a family. There's more important things to focus on. And not to toot my horn, let's just be honest. I'm a handsome man. Does it matter what my shirt say? Does it matter how much my hat costs? I'm handsome. So I'm gonna look good in whatever I wear. And this is what we have to begin to think about. All of the drip, we're gonna have to cut back on, because that's not important. Because that doesn't define you. Or it shouldn't define you. It shouldn't make you feel good about yourself. It shouldn't make you feel cool. It shouldn't validate you. What's up, Aries? What's going on with you? No, I don't. Cut it out. Cut it out. Right? So these are things we have to think about. The rapper lifestyle that a lot of us Black Americans seek to live. When we go out and we start making a better living for ourselves, we start earning a higher income, we start wanting to mirror the rappers. We start wanting to mirror this luxury lifestyle. We got to have a Benz. We got to have a BMW. We got to have a Lexus. There's luxury cars that don't cost $70, $80, $90,000. Why you got to have an Escalade? And I'm not saying this to make you feel like you can't spend your money on what you want or what you can afford. Because if you can afford your luxury lifestyle, do you? But I'm having a common sense conversation with the everyday American. I'm not talking to the 6-figure and 7-figure earners, because you can afford to drive a $90,000 car, because you making, if not $1 million, damn near $1 million a year. So you can drive a $80,000, $90,000 car. You can afford this. So I'm not trying to make it seem like, oh, you don't need to buy what you like or buy what you can afford. I'm talking to the everyday people like myself, like some of the people in my chat room. You see? And I'm the type of guy, even if I'm making an excess of money, I really don't care what kind of car I drive. Now, my dream car is the Aston Martin Vanquish, the Vanquish. That's my dream car. The Aston Martin is my favorite car. My favorite foreign car is an Aston Martin. After the Aston Martin, it's the Maserati. Okay? So if you see DS1 come on live one day at the Aston Martin dealership, just know that I done hit the Powerball. Okay? If you see me come on live at the Aston Martin dealership, I done hit the Powerball. Okay? I done hit the Powerball. But what I'm saying is we have to begin to think about how we can reduce spending, unnecessary spending. Unnecessary spending. What are some things that we have to consider that we can do without? There's some things that you can do without. There's some things that you can't. And there's some things that you think you can't do without, you can limit. You can limit. Okay? So ladies, right? Ladies, you might have to switch up your hairstyles for maybe a year or 2 or 3 and get more protective styles. So instead of you spending $400 a month, you could get your hair done every 2 months. Get your little braids in your hair, keep it in there. Things like that. Limit how much you go out. All of this outside excess spending. You at the restaurant, you at the hookah bar, you at the club. Because not only are you spending money when you go to these establishments, guess what else you spending that people never consider? Gas. And if you're not driving, guess what else you're spending money on? Transportation. See, we don't think about this. If you going out every week, y'all going out to eat every week. Not only are you spending money on the bill, but you burning gas. So what about when you got to go to work 5 times a week and you got to burn gas for that? And then you're burning a bunch of gas on the weekend. So your full tank is only lasting you a half a week, maybe a week the longest, maybe, depending on how far you drive. You see, these are things that we can consider. You see? And 9 times out of 10, to my peoples who drive $90,000 to $100,000 cars, I'm pretty sure you don't put 87 in your tank. I'm pretty sure you don't put 89 in your tank. I'm thinking if you driving something that costs 80, 90 grand, you put 93 gas in there. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. To anybody that's listening, if you drive an exotic car, when you pull up to the gas station, you put 93 in that gas tank. Am I correct? 93, not 87, not 89, 93. If you drive a Benz, you are putting 93 in there. If you drive a BMW, you are putting 93 in there. If you drive a Bentley, 93. Scat Pack, 93. Bro said, I put that good old gold gas, bro. Come on. And some people who don't even drive them type of cars, they put the good gas in their car. So think about that. Think about how much money. So now if you put 93 in your tank, how much it costs to fill your car up now? How much it costs to fill your car? Mario Butler says wishing gas prices was from 93. Oh, the gas prices getting ready to go down in a minute. Trump already promised that. Because we getting ready to start drilling, Mario. So the gas prices are getting ready to drop, But we gotta go through a little tightening real quick. It's getting ready to get a little tight. Mr. Sutton says, depending on what type of exotic car it is, you might be putting E85 in that tank. 93 octane, premium gas, Uber Black, all octane. Astru says, I drive an Infinity. Can't put 85. Exactly. Because Infinity is an exotic car. Infinities are not BS cars. Not at all. And they're not American cars. They're not American cars. That's exactly what he said. Colton Gray, drill, baby, drill. That's exactly what he said. So the gas prices are going to go down. They're going to go down eventually. Yeah, they're going to go down. But according to Elon Musk, it's getting ready to get a little tight. Now, y'all do know Elon Musk knows what's coming down the pipe because he runs the Doge agency. Doge is the Department of Government Efficiency. The Department of Government Efficiency. Now, how insufficient this goddamn government has been for how many years? When during Trump's last term, he came right in the door and started giving everybody money. And people was wondering, hold up, where's all this money coming from? and this is what Trump and his administration is doing now. This is why they put certain things on pause. Certain things are starting to resume again, but this is why also Elon Musk said things is getting ready to get tight because they're trying to find the excess money. From the last report I read so far, they found $3 trillion of unnecessary spending in the government. 3 trillion. I don't know what it is now, but I know last week it was 3 trillion. When the executive orders first was put in and they got into effect and the federal aid and all of that stuff was paused, they found $3 trillion of unnecessary spending by our country. 3 trillion, not a billion, trillion. So imagine how much more money they're going to find. Excess money. And you know what happens with these government agencies and excess money, right? What do y'all think happened? Put it in the chat. Shout out to everyone in the building. Double tap your screens if y'all are here through the vertical feed. Hit the like button, y'all. Where do y'all think the excess money goes? Where do y'all think it goes? Where does the excess money go? This is common sense. This is why Trump said, we are coming back at a time of common sense. Where y'all think that extra money go? Exactly, Mel Saint. The politicians line their pockets. It don't go to us. It doesn't go to the community centers in the neighborhoods. It doesn't go to them fixing our streets and our neighborhoods. It goes in their goddamn pockets. Exactly, cuzzo. Shout out to Heels in the building. It goes in their pockets. And this is the real reason why these people hate Donald Trump. This is why they hate Trump and his administration. Because he's exposing the corruption in the government. and he's calling them out and he's firing them. This is what Trump is doing. Because these people are thieves. Not only are they thieves, they have been part of plans to put into effect things that will affect American people. Do you know what that trans and all that gender healthcare stuff would have did to children? If that stuff would have sat around, do you know what that stuff would have did to children? I showed y'all an example of it a couple of shows ago. I showed y'all an example. Trump is exposing these people. Not only is he exposing their diabolical plans to hurt American people, but he's also exposing the corruption and all of the money that they line in their pockets with. This is what he's doing. He's going back into the system and finding out, okay, this is not even necessary. If we want to make America great again, let's get rid of the tax. Let's get rid of federal income tax for the citizens here in America. Classy Creole says, DS1, Trump is Bane. That's a good one, sis. Said that. You said he's Bane? We need an itemized list every week from the Doge, to be honest. Yeah, a lot of people don't trust Elon. I don't blame you, Astro. A lot of people don't trust Elon Musk. But a lot of people don't trust billionaires. And I understand why. I understand why. I totally do. But we have to understand what's going on. Listen, right now, we don't have the time to be focused on conspiracy theories. Who's a racist? Who's a Nazi? Who? We don't got time for that. We don't have time for that. Them days are over. All the conspiracy theory about who's this and that. Listen, all of that stuff is coming out already. It's already at the forefront. We don't need to create more of it. We need to understand as American people how we're going to adapt to this stuff, how we're going to move. Because guess what? Not one goddamn conspiracy theory that you know stopped you from paying your light bill. Let's just be honest here. You understanding that the government is corrupt and you understanding about the Rothschilds and this person and that person, that didn't stop you from having to make sure your children eat every day. So let's look at things from that perspective. We could build on a conspiracy stuff anytime. Because you could sit around and pontificate that stuff forever. You could start putting the pieces together here and there and yeah, and you'll be talking for 30 hours. But let's speak about what's going on right in front of us. Because whatever's in the dark gonna come to light. This is what I had to learn over the years. That whatever's in the dark gonna come to light. See, they came up with the conspiracy theories to try to make people feel some type of way about thinking and putting pieces together. That's the guilt trip you. People used to call me a conspiracy theorist all the time. Oh, you always on that conspiracy shit. Oh, you think everybody evil. Oh, you think But see, we can now say that none of that stuff was a conspiracy theory because now it's happening. So this is why we don't need to focus on that stuff, because whatever's in the dark gonna come to light. If we live long enough, we gonna see it happen. You see all the stuff that's coming out about the music industry. I've been talking about that stuff since the early 2000s. Some of my homeboys that's in the chat room that come in here and support my chat and support my show, they know I was on a block talking about this in 2005, 2006. Niggas used to call me crazy. I walked around with books. I used to sit outside and read with the books. Right outside. With the literature. Behold a Pale Horse, all the books. I used to print stuff out off the computer, highlighting it. Yo, look what's getting ready to happen. I've been knew about the tsunamis. I've been knew about the tsunamis. When I used to talk about this, they used to say I was crazy. I was the first person in my hood talking about gentrification, how they was getting ready to gentrify our hood. Then when they did it, they was like, yo, boy, I said, didn't I tell y'all this was going to happen 5 years ago? The Jews was going to come and buy back all the blocks and had the police harassing us because they protecting their investment. MAGA gaslighters. Yeah, it's heavy gaslighting. It's heavy gaslighting. But see, even still, you know how you stop the gaslighting? You progress the conversation to a point where they don't even understand. So then they can't gaslight you no more. They can't gaslight you. Double R says Donald, Kanye, and Kendrick and Kodak are Geminis. Okay. People don't believe in zodiacs is crazy to me, but I'm crazy to them. JC in the building. What up, JC? Welcome back. I'm Batman says, hail Elon Musk. I'm crazy. Okay. No doubt. But this economic crisis that's getting ready to come up, I think is how we should prepare for this. Again, is to cut unnecessary spending. Cut unnecessary spending. Now, some people already lived like this. Some people already live like this. So to those people, I'm not speaking to y'all. I'm speaking to the people who's been living the life of luxury, whatever level of income that's on, because on every level of income, there's a point where you can live any way that you want to live, because living the way you want to live is according to you. Living comfortable to you may not mean you have to have a Bentley, may not mean you have to have a 7-bedroom house. See, all of that stuff is subjective. All of that stuff. So this is why I'm having this conversation with you guys. Because some people may be like, man, nobody want to hear that shit. I'm good. And to those people, salute to you and God bless you. I hope and pray you continue to do well. Because some people is like, man, I'm good. This shit won't affect me. And I'm happy for you if it doesn't. But for some people, it's going to get a little uncomfortable. You know, you may not be able to eat tomahawk steaks as much as you've been eating tomahawk steaks. You see? You may not be able to go to Benny Hanna's and Mr. Chow's like you used to. You know? What up, Brian? Salute. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button on the way in, man. Double tap your screens. If you are here through the vertical feed, double tap your screens if you are here through the vertical feed. Darren says, here, bro, the reason why Americans will go through an economic crisis is because the rest of the world will stop buying and selling to the United States because of Trump putting on the tariffs. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. But nah, no, sir. I don't agree. I don't agree. And here's why I don't agree. Here's why I don't agree. Because we don't need them. They need us. Remember that, Darren? Those countries need us. We don't need them. Because guess what we could do, Darren? We could start manufacturing our own shit again. See, this is why Trump is putting the tariffs on these other countries. So some of the pressure could be let off of the American people. Y'all don't see, a lot of y'all don't understand how that works. They need us. We don't need them. And that's why Trump just said in his inauguration speech that he getting ready to bring manufacturing back to America. Darren says we don't need America. Okay. Bye-bye. If you don't need us, goodbye. Remember, we're a first world country. We're the superpower. We don't need nobody. See, the Democratic Party made y'all believe we needed y'all. The Democratic Party is the reason why we don't have American manufacturing anymore. Hey, Darren, we'll see how long you'll stand on that, sir. We'll see how long those countries stand on the fact that y'all don't need America. We'll see. We'll see. It's fine. Yes, we are our own security. Tell them again, Double R. Shout out to my brother OG Bobby Johnson in the building. Peace, beloved. What up, young Reyes? I see you in the building. Young Reyes says, DS1, I am a UK citizen, and I agree with you. See? Come on. This is not up for debate or argument. You can have your opinion. If you feel like y'all don't need America, hey. The automotive industry is getting ready to come back. We getting ready to start making cars again. According to Trump, we getting ready to start making cars again. Shout out to my man Bucket in the building. We getting ready to start making cars again. Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? That means more engineers will have jobs. That means the blue collar worker and the middle class will come back to America. You remember when your grandfather worked at Ford Motors back in the day, and he was able to take care of your grandmama, and your grandmama ain't had to do nothing but make cookies and buy butterscotch because grandpa made enough goddamn money she ain't had to go nowhere? That's what Trump is trying to bring back to America. That was when we was producing our own stuff. We were our own manufacturers. We made our own cars. We didn't have China making our cars. We didn't have Japan making our cars. They were making their own cars. We were making our own cars. We don't make our own shit anymore. That is due to the Democratic Party outsourcing all of the work, which put Americans out of work and gave foreigners and immigrants work. Which then messed up the family dynamic because that put pressure on mommy, who used to stay at home just taking care of the babies. But now she got to get a little part-time job because they done cut Papa hours at work. Because they got to see a goddamn immigrants in there that they don't have to pay all that goddamn money. And it put us in debt. And it put us in debt. Come on now. We made our own shit here as well, which is exactly the same as the United States. Oh, I'm not disputing that. I'm not disputing that. What you said, Double R? And daddy is being walked to prison. Come on now. Because all he was trying to do was feed his family. Especially a lot of foundational Black Americans. A lot of foundational Black American men, a lot of those brothers back in the day were handymen. They were handymen. The handyman became the blue collar worker. He became the plumber. This is before you had to have a plumbing license. You see? These are the guys who had the skills with their hands to go and work in the factories, to go and work in these plants. They didn't have to book smarts. They didn't have to go to school. They didn't have to sit down and read the book and know the measurement. They looked at it and measured it from their eyes. What y'all know about that? You know, I don't want to go too deep in it, but what you know about eyeballing? You could just look at it and be like, that came from the old school brothers. Because a lot of them brothers couldn't read. Them brothers could just look at it and be like, oh, that's about 7 inches. It's about 11 grams. True or false? True or false? JC says, this sounds good, but the new generation don't want to do these jobs. The new generation doesn't have to do these jobs. The new generation who has these skills will do these jobs. There's actually a lot of young guys who actually are in training programs, JC. There's actually more youth today in training programs than that are in college. If you ask a lot of the youth today, they don't want to go to college. They'd rather go to a trade school where they could go right and make their money. They don't want to sit down in the class. A lot of my bros from my neighborhood, you know, a lot of the young bros, they work with their hands. They work on construction sites. Yeah. And a lot of the bros that came home from prison that I grew up with, they work on trucks. And I don't mean truck driving. One of my homies that I grew up with, he actually is a mechanic. He fixed the trucks. Yeah. He know how to fix machinery. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to talk about what he just, his record and all that. He a good brother. He home right now. He out the streets, retired as a street dude. He fixed big machineries and shit, bro. So it's not that they don't want to do it. You can't say that. When let me say this, JC. Sometimes situations can change the mindset of a person. You see? And for a lot of these younger guys, a lot of times jail kind of change how they see things, man. So give him a chance, bro. You know what I'm saying? Give him a chance, man. Give him a chance. Astro says, I'm in for HVAC training, and Trump should push military and trade school, really give our military needed benefits, jobs, and a check every month. Need to push fitness, health, and family. Shout out to that, Astro. I agree. And Trump definitely is pushing military. Definitely he's pushing military. He's definitely pushing military. And the strength of our troops. He's definitely doing that. No, this is not a MAGA channel, independent. This is not a MAGA channel. This is a common sense channel. JC says, I'm a mentor. I motivate black and brown every day. Salute to you, my brother. Oh, you a woman. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Are you saying you a queen? Are you a woman, JC? Because if you're a woman, excuse me, pardon me. If you're a woman, I'm so sorry. If you saying you a woman, JC, I'm thinking you a man the whole time. That's a good one, Astro. A morally correct channel. Yeah, excuse me, sis. Excuse me, sis. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, JC. Pardon me. Excuse me, sis. Yeah, I thought you was a guy. Jedi says, we are Marines over here. All Marines join our network. The veterans get normal jobs because they double law is crazy. Well, let's get to this. Let's get to what y'all came to see. The John Show, salute. Let's get to what y'all came to see, man. Let's get to this article. Let's get to this article because Elon is keeping it 1,000. And this is one thing I can respect about the Trump administration is that they telling us, they putting it out there, man. Elon is going after teachers who lack education skills. I don't blame him for that. Why should an uneducated teacher be teaching anybody? I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that. I appreciate that, Astro. Hit the Cash App for a $5 holler, man. If y'all supported the show financially, it's very much appreciated. I will check the Cash Apps, but make sure y'all support the show, y'all. Make sure y'all support the show. Support the show. Let's reach the goal. Or after we read this article, I'm gonna just wrap up the show. We need more doctors and engineers. It says, yes, fact check. Yes, Musk said Americans will suffer temporary hardship due to government cost-cutting measures. Government cost-cutting measures. Elon Musk said Americans would experience temporary hardship due to his and U.S. President Donald Trump's plan to curb government spending. Listen to that, y'all. In early 2025, tech billionaire Elon Musk began the process of cutting the staffs and funding of various federal agencies through the newly created Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE. The second administration of US President Donald Trump began the process of dismantling government agencies, laying off employees, and disrupting government processes on the day of his inauguration, January 20th, leading to an outcry from federal workers and the general public. Many online said Musk had warned Americans during the 2024 election that they would suffer temporary hardship from these actions. One post on X stated, "The man with more money than anyone else on earth says everyone's temporary hardship will be worth it." How much hardship will he endure during all of this? That's a good question. For him to have all that goddamn money, he telling us by us accepting the hardship, it'd be worth it in the long run. But how much will he be affected by it? Good question. Of course, we know he wouldn't be affected by it. But how would he be affected by it? See, listen, we're not on Elon Musk level. And when I say this, I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about his position. He runs a government agency. So he has the power to say what we're going to have to go through. You said he's a demon, JC. Oh, a lot of people say that about Elon. A lot of people say Elon Musk is evil. She said, "I don't trust the devil." Why do y'all say that though? What make him so evil? Why y'all think he's evil? Because of the AI stuff? Rocket Man says, "Not affected enough for hardship." Hey, Taylor. Taylor says he won't be affected none. Of course not. Whatever demons Trump and Elon is playing with is working. She says he's not for the people. JC says he's the devil in the flesh. Man, y'all crazy. Rocket Man says do a full audit. Hesh says he doesn't care about people. Kevin Jones says, of course, a crisis is looming. He taking mad people jobs. Hesh says he's literally a white supremacist. Wow. Oh, because of what he did at the inauguration? I get it, Hesh. JC says, crossroads, they are devils. Classy Creole says, what a lot of people forgetting is Elon volunteered to do this. So firing him is hilarious. Great point. Great point. Great point. because Elon could be doing something else. Something else. That's a great point, Classy Creole. It's not like he asked for this job. It's not like he was already in government. What's up, NICU grad? NICU grad says the autism affects his level of empathy. Oh, come on, NICU grad. Come. Hey, y'all going crazy today. Hey, y'all double tap y'all screens and hit the like button. Please make sure the likes is up. Please make sure the likes is up. Please. Because y'all going in on Elon Musk. How you going to say that, NICU grad? That's me. That's me. That's me right there. That's me. Hesh says, no, he retweets eugenics posts, which basically argue black people are inferior genetics. Yes, I know about his racist and anti-Semitic tweets. And just like on the last show, Hesh, If one of my lovely lady mods do me the honor of please dropping earlier show, drop the link in the chat. We kind of spoke on that on the morning show, Hesh, because Kanye is following Elon. What up, Joe Farrow? Y'all going in on Elon today, man. I don't think we need Elon Musk. Oh man. Little Buddy says, I'm not gonna take them off X and they Teslas. Right. Are y'all still gonna buy Teslas? JC says he's a pill popping malignant narcissist. Damn, he popped pills too. Damn, y'all going crazy in the chat. I appreciate that, Hesh. Appreciate it. But let's get back to it. Let's get back to the article. Y'all going crazy in the chat. But shout out to everyone in the chat. Shout out to y'all. During the town hall, hold on, did I read this? No. Musk did indeed say that Americans will suffer temporary hardship as a result of the spending curbs he and Trump plan to implement in the federal government. He made the comment during a telephone town hall on X in October 2024. As such, we rate this claim as a correct attribution. During the town hall, Musk was asked by a listener how Doge would tackle the U.S. national debt. Musk responded, emphasis hours. The reality is that this is quotes. The reality is that there is so much government waste, kind of like being in a room full of targets you can't miss. Fire in any direction and you're going to hit a target. As a country, we need to live within our means. That means looking at every line item, every expense, and saying, is this necessary at all? And if it is necessary, how do we get better value for the money? My opinion is we need to simplify the tax law. It's incredibly complex. Companies and people are spending a bunch of money on complex accounting and legal stuff. We just need to have a simpler tax code that is easier to understand. Most importantly, we have to reduce spending to live within our means. That does really involve temporary hardship, but it will ensure long-term prosperity. Now, do y'all disagree with that? I mean, I think that's a good financial strategy, given that he is a billionaire. I don't see anything wrong with what he said. Shout out to Country Girl Queen in the building. Good to see you, sis. Another one of my lovely lady mods in the building. I don't see anything wrong with what he said. What was wrong with what he said? What was wrong with it? So is Elon going to pay back the money he got? He basically and I see you grad. Like I was trying to explain earlier, right? We can't we are normal, everyday civilians. We are regular, normal American citizens. We cannot hold him to the same standard that we hold ourselves to. We can't. Now, can we hold them to a moral standard? Yes. Yes, but all of his financial stuff, he got to deal with that on his terms and however the system deal with those type of people, because we understand that the system deals with those type of people a different way. They don't deal with us the way they deal with billionaires. Even before Donald Trump was the president, he got away with a lot of shit. And it's because the legal system don't deal with them people the way they deal with us. And that's just something we have to accept. We just do. Jig to Jaw says every billionaire is not good with money. Just look at Trump. Hey, I agree with that. Shit, a lot of millionaires are not good with money. If you notice, most people who have accountants are people who make more money than their accountants. Y'all don't notice that? The people who have accountants have more money than the actual accountant. Accountants usually are handling and managing money from people who are 5, 6, 7 times richer than them. Because it's not about the money. It's about strategy and the mentality. Brian Kelly says Trump lives how he likes. We don't know that. We don't know that, Brian Kelly, because if y'all are saying Trump isn't good with money, he probably is just living amongst his means at this point. We don't know that. You know? Trump owns billions of dollars worth of properties globally. Yes, he does. I don't know why people say Trump is a horrible businessman. I don't know why people say that. Hesh says Elon is a genius at grinding work out of people. Hey, y'all crazy, man. Y'all crazy, man. But at the end of the day, I think that what Elon is saying makes sense. It makes sense. Financially, it makes sense. If you want long-term prosperity, you have to be willing to financially sacrifice. I just think that makes financial sense. Now, if we're going to get into the type of person he is and all of that, that's a whole nother show. But if we have an impending economic crisis in America, what do we do about it? As the everyday people, what do we do? Hey, sis, I understand that they're con men, but these guys are in charge. They're in charge. And sis, this is what I can respect about Trump and his administration. At least they're telling us. No, character does count, but character doesn't count in the financial sense. When it comes to an economy and fixing the economy, character doesn't count. It's all about financial strategy. You see what I mean? I understand what you're saying. Overall, character counts if you're going to be a leader or in a position of leadership. I agree. But in the aspect of the finances and fixing our economic issue, we are going to have to do some cutbacks, because we already have the proof, sis, that as a country, we've done a lot of overspending on foolish things. So the way to fix that is to cut back spending. It's just that simple. She says, I don't care. All right. You got it. You got it. She says, I don't care. You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. And I see you grad says, nothing. They already stole everyone's identity and credit. Y'all are going crazy. OG Bobby Johnson says, I respect business over politics. I mean, politics. But as we know, OG Bobby Johnson, politics is business and business is politics because it's politics in business. We know that, you know? Behold. But shout out to y'all for coming through, man. I appreciate everyone for pulling up to today's show. If you enjoyed today's show, if you enjoyed the content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, y'all. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Yeah. Eggs is $6.35. I mean, I can't disagree with that, Zachary Lee. But then here is what I said, Zachary Lee, before we wrap up the show. If I gotta pay that much for goddamn eggs, I'm not eating no eggs. And on that note, shout out to everyone in the building. Salute to my lovely lady Maz for coming through and holding it down today. Thank y'all so much. If y'all enjoyed this show, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you notify every time we drop some new content right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. If you have financially supported today's show, it is very much appreciated. Thank y'all so much. Salute, salute, salute. Get down in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think of today's show. DS1 Ross, Sheep Stay Sleep TV, and I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace.